Hi, I'm Hayden, the psychologist, and you're watching my series discussing lockdown mental health and psychological tips during the lockdown period around the COVID-19 virus, keeping us all really stuck in our home environments. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about the psychology of mindfulness and how to perhaps apply certain things during the lockdown period. Essentially, when it comes to mindfulness, the focus is really to facilitate being present in activities as we engage in our life. Essentially, there, very often what we do is we mix different contexts. Perhaps there is a work context that is being applied while we are at home, or vice versa. This mixing of contexts, what it essentially does is if I'm sitting cooking and I receive an email on my cell phone and I open the email and there is a work challenge that is thrown at me in my email, right now, I cannot affect change in the context of work. I'm busy engaging in cooking, for argument's sake. I can only affect change in the context I find myself in. If I attempt to try and, if I now read that, I've broken this context and it will create a sense of powerlessness by definition because I can affect no change in that context. That breaking of context and mixing of contexts creates a degree of anxiety and an unsettling feeling. Mindfulness is really to do the opposite. It is to function in the context that you find yourself at a moment in time. There, and in the context of a lockdown, and my tip for today, it is to try to separate contexts. I'm aware that now we have a lot of contexts overlapping. Our phones really pull us into work context. We don't have the clear definitions that we classically have had before the lockdown period in very many cases. So my suggestion is to try and actively separate the contexts. Give time to address your cell phone. Start your day with a bit of a process that you begin a certain context, open it, sit in front of your laptop, prepare for a certain, read your emails, address them. At a certain time, take a break. Maybe you have a lunch break, uh, for argument's sake. Or when you begin cooking your dinner, it is to enter that context, not to open the cell phones, to cook dinner, to be present in that context. When you're done, you can open a different context and enter that. If you separate your context like this and remain really present in the context you are, you will really gain a lot of control and assist greatly during the lockdown period. I hope today's tip really helped.